Welcome to the Wisdom Bar.
Hello, everybody. What's going on?
Hey. How y'all doing today? It is a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
As Mr. Rogers used to say.
That's right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Another go around with the Wisdom Bar, and I shall say we are open.
Yes.
Again, I am John Colbert with my wonderful co-host Tamika Joy.
Hello. And we're gonna have a wonderful show. Yes, we are today. It's already May.
Yep.
Just like that.
So, Tamika, you want to talk about the situation we're having with Facebook, or what?
Yeah, let's get into that because last week, and I guess we got to be transparent with them because this is what we do. So, of course, like I said in last week in regards to stars and us giving a platform to shine, having this podcast, we pre-record these. And so we pre-record them, and then on Saturday morning is when you guys watch them. So, however, on Thursdays when we record them, which is today, and we afterwards, I always set it up to where it shows on Saturdays. Well, I've been doing this since we started, and they were showing every Saturday.
Every Saturday until
last Saturday, when I noticed on Sunday, because I was like out of control, busy Saturday. My twins, they turned 13 on Sunday, so we had parties Saturday and Sunday, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. And I usually try to just watch or at least have it and share it and stuff like that. So I didn't get to do that, and I'm just like, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on? What on Sunday? I'm like, why didn't it share? Why did it play? I saw that it played on on YouTube, but I didn't see that it played on Facebook. So I go into the app that we use, and I'm like, what's going on? So I said, all right, well, let me just do it again. I'll re-air it. Well, it came to that time where it was supposed to re-air, and again, it did not play. So I went back to the app, and that's when I finally saw that it said that for some reason, as effective February 16th, they are now being selective of the shows that they want to put on their platform, or they want to air, basically. So I'm trying to figure out February, March, April. We started in March. Y'all decided this in February. Why did you let us go a whole month of playing our stuff, and then now all of a sudden y'all want to play us? That is crazy. Especially when it's something like this that
is encouraging, inspiring, and I dare say non-toxic.
Right.
Something that's going to be uplifting and a vehicle of inspiration for somebody, somewhere. All of a sudden, the power that be at Facebook don't want any part of this. All
insane.
Right. But as I have said many a times, and I won't put it out there, it seems like those who are making the decisions, they're saying, oh, it's okay if somebody posts garbage or post something derogatory, or has no meaning. Oh, agree. Yeah, we'll let everybody see that. Let them comment, whatever. But put something like this on there. Oh, That's not what we want to have. We know we can't have this.
We don't want them to heal. No, they can't heal. They can't be inspired. They can't, be motivated to change or be different.
Mm-hmm.
No. So they said at this moment it won't be available to try back in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, you lost
in a
me.
few weeks. We ready to end this season.
Right. That part. So y'all
Okay.
lost us for the rest of the season. So YouTube is now our new home, and we will look into some other apps to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So anywho, we just got to keep moving, keep on rolling, because that's just how life is.
And I just got,
things will come.
I just got one more question to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
Tamika, on this issue. Do you think this is racially motivated?
No, I think that I really, really feel that, things that are inspiring, things that are positive, things that aren't out of control, and we're not getting the views that they're used to in regards to, because it's not those type of situations, they're not seeing that type of content. So it's easy to just knock us off the chopping block.
Mm-hmm.
And now if we was doing all kinds of craziness and we were getting that type of situation, then we would maybe be still a part of it. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think that it is. I think that, maybe it's just, like I said, we are the chosen ones, and we know how that can be.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you said, people, we still got YouTube.
Yeah.
So check us out there. The Wisdom Bar podcast show.
That's it. That's
All
right. That's
all
right.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yes. I wanted to share my 3 books, piggybacking off of last week.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 books that I shared with you guys last week. This week I have 3 books that I wanted to share. 2 of them are my 2 good girlfriends, and so I'm always about just sharing the wealth, putting people on, just supporting. My sister girl, Angela Clemens, she has a book. It is called Cry in the Dark. It's a really, really good book, you guys. Gotta get it. And it's a really quick read. It's really, really quick. You can 45 to an hour, you done. It's a really good book. Angela Joy Clemens, go get it. Cry in the Dark. My girlfriend Tanya, her grandson, Space Dreamer by LaTanya R. Walker. Here it's about her grandson. It's a really good read as well. In regards to her son having being autistic. And it was such a great thing. He did not know how to speak until he was about, I don't know, 6 or 10. Wow. The first words that he spoke was Earth, Mars, Venus. He knew, all the different
planets of the solar system,
and they were just like in awe, like, oh my gosh, like, wow, what is he talking? And not only is he talking, he knows the planets. Like, how does this happen? So this is a really good read. It's called Space Dreamer. And then, last but not least, Fruit from a Poisonous Tree.
All right.
Yes, it's a remarkable exposed, and here we go, of government corruption and treason that will leave you breathless. They don't want it. They don't want us. It's because of this. Fruit from the Poisonous Tree. Go get it.
I also have a book that I would like to recommend to make it into the viewers. If you haven't gotten a hold of it, we're talking about social corruption.
Mm,
This book is called How the Government Segregated America.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I believe the author is Richard Rothstein.
Mm,
Very good read. It talks about the segregation of America through housing
mm,
and how the government was involved in that, as well as a great deal of the banking industry,
mm.
and excellent read. You guys are gonna find some stuff. Guys are gonna come upon some stuff in that book that might blow your mind.
Mm.
It certainly did with me.
Yeah, it's all the way real, you guys, and we're definitely living in the times where a lot of things are being exposed, and a lot of stuff they don't have any really control over it, so they're losing their mind in the capacity of the things that we're getting our hands on. But this is like my dad say, this is y'all's world. Just live in it. We have a few announcements, few events that's coming up that we wanted to share real quick on the behalf of Star. Let me share with you guys. I don't know if you can see it or not. It is May, so oh no, what is going on? We got an error. I tell you, the devil is really busy. He is really trying, but it's not trying to show. So in May, I will definitely show you guys or share with you guys on another note. But for the most part, I'll talk a little bit about it. So of course, it's May, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mhm.
So for Mental Health Awareness Month, we always support into a express yourself through chalk art, where you can come and just express yourself. Get on the ground with tons of art of chalk and just share whatever it is in your heart, whatever you want to put on the ground. It is definitely therapeutic. It is a great time. We have refreshments and just information. We'll be giving away clothes and shoes as well. This will take place May 18th at the our office, 6710 Oxon Hill Road in Oxon Hill, Maryland, right in the parking lot. So if you are not busy, come on over between the hours of 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we'll be there.
All right.
Yes, we are also always looking for volunteers for Stars. So if that's something, as in regards to serving the community and anything dealing with from podcasting, from music, from dance, anything with the arts, and you love to do it, and this is something that you want to really do to give back, please don't hesitate to contact Stars Performing Arts Inc. at outlook.com.
And of course, we will be there in person.
Yes, we will be there in person. We will definitely be there. We didn't get a chance to really focus a little bit more last month, as it was Financial Literacy Month, on finances. So we have a guest with us today that is going to tap in just a little bit on finances. We're going to ask him a couple of questions. Do you have any finance questions you want to ask him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's ask the man himself, Mr. Sterling Russell Sr. Let's bring him to the stage. Is he there? Are you there, Sterling Russell Sr.? I don't think he's there. I think he paused into the call, so we're gonna remove him and wait for him to come and show his face. But yeah, we definitely want to. I'm so upset with this in regards to why they won't let me show my flyers. I'm telling you, any and everything that's trying to happen today is happening today.
Yes, but this turned out to be a Murphy's Law day.
Oh my goodness! But we will prove. We will prevail.
Push
we will push. Yes, because It's such, I don't know why it's not really trying to let us do what we need to do. But it is what it is. Uh, darn it. Man, I tell you. Okay, so far as, oh, there he is. Okay, here he is right now. Here we go, Mr. Sterling Russell.
Yes.
Sir, how are you?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing
Good.
great.
How are
Jay.
you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Right.
Good, good, good.
Glad that you showed up on the Wisdom Bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Um,
we
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, we just wanted to say thank you for jumping on. We didn't really get to talk to you last month on Financial Literacy Month. And so just wanted to say thank you for getting on. John wanted to actually share or ask you a few questions in regards to finances. We're not going to hold you up too long, but we did want to just take out the time to just let the people know that we are, conscious and aware about really getting in and tapping in and knowing more about finances.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Sterling, I have a question for you, if I may, or you want to go ahead and give your you want to go ahead and introduce yourself first, or what?
Sure. So my name is Sterling Russell. I am not a financial advisor, so anything I say on here will be for educational purposes. If you if you go to YouTube and you follow different finance guys, they make sure to give that disclaimer out, because if you don't say that and you give out some advice, then you can be sued. So I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, I've been fortunate enough to just, you know, do some research on my own and just come across some different things. And, I've had some people share with me some different ways to invest money and just try to put your money to work. So, yeah.
All right. All right. Let's. You mentioned you just touched on one of the questions I did have. What are some of the ways that us older Americans can start investing in small ways and build up something that we can leave to our children? Because as we all of us know, when we were coming up, financial literacy wasn't taught. Um, the attitude of that time was to go out, get a job, and or go to college, gain your knowledge, and get a job, and use your academic knowledge to make someone else rich.
Correct.
It was never about building any general wealth that we could leave to our children. So now that we are a quarter of a way through the 21st century, here we are in our 40s and our 50s, and we're beginning to get the information that we should have gotten 20, 30 years ago. So with that being said, what are some of the ways that we can invest and build something? May not be much because we don't know how much time we have left on this earth, but
Absolutely.
how
Absolutely. Absolutely. So one of the things that um, I've learned, and like I said, I try to make things as simple as possible. One of the things that wasn't shared to us is that we uh, we can open our own financial instruments, uh, like a Charles Schwab account. Um, you don't have to go through your job and use your 401k. Uh, you there's a whole bunch of different platforms, Robinhood, um, Webull. They have apps on the phone, and you can open your own investment account, and you can take your money from your checking account and put in these financial instruments, and then you can buy your own stocks. Now, from there, you have to educate yourself on, what stocks to buy, but typically if you stick to products that you use, like that phone you have, that's made by Apple.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you a real interesting story. So a few years ago, I was doing armed security, and there was a guy sitting on the post, and he told me, he said, "Hey man, you might want to buy this Apple stock. I hear there's a split coming." So a split is when a forward split is when a stock splits a couple of times, and now you have more shares than whatever the split is. It could be a 2 to 1. So if you got one share, now you got two. But this split was actually 7 times, and he kept telling me to buy it. It was like $70 at the time, and I was so upset because had I got in on that split,
You slept on it.
oh man. So to keep it, like I say, to keep everything in context, um, you want to know that there are better places to put your money than a savings account. And you don't have to put all your money into investing, but just take a portion of it. If you can understand how to save, I think there's a rule, there's a 80, there's a 70-20-10 rule. So 70% of your money goes toward bills. You take 20%, you set it aside for other things, maybe what is it? It's I believe it's 70 towards your bills and expenses. Then you pay yourself 20%, and then 10% you save or invest. So once you start understanding how money works, how it comes in, and how to, just effectively use it, investing, like I said, you can start your own investment account through all these different platforms and just stick to the basics. Don't go chasing waterfalls, trying to all these get rich quick schemes. Just stick to the basics. Like I said, with the products that you use, Amazon. Everybody uses Amazon.
Yeah.
Invest in a little Amazon stock. And you can buy stock slices. You don't even have to buy a whole share. You can buy slices until you can afford a whole share.
Oh
Um,
man,
so
knowledge today. That is something I've never heard of.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And like I say, the people at Charles Schwab, they're really, really good. My dad turned me on to them. And actually, what happened is because I don't like paying tax. So I'll give you the difference. If you have a 401k, you pull that money out, you're gonna have to pay tax on that. The difference with a Roth IRA is you don't have to pay the tax on that. There's no tax penalty. But you just got to pay the capital gains tax. So to avoid that, what I do is I don't put my money in my 401k. I take the money that I've already paid taxes on. I put that in the IRA Roth, and then I just spread it amongst different stocks. And had I been doing that for the past 5 years since we've been in this house, I would have a $30,000 to $40,000 investment would have been well worth over 6 figures right now. So that's a case of not sticking to the fundamentals and me chasing a bunch of different crypto schemes and different things to try to kind of get rich quick when all I should have did was just stuck to the fundamentals. But you live and you learn. So you know, to me, like I said, if you're over 40, um, the best way to answer that question, like I said, look into platforms like Robinhood, Webull, Charles Schwab. There's a couple of other ones out there, and just open yourself an investment account and take some of the money that you make on your job or however you get paid. Take some of that money and just start an investment account. And like I said, if you don't know what to invest in, just start with the basics. Apple, Google, Amazon, the top seven, Microsoft, Nvidia. If you can't afford a whole share, then set up an account where you can buy stock slices.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Sterling. And my second question is
Uh-huh.
um, a, a few while back, you and I sat down and had a session on, if you remember, we had a session on investing in gold. And
Correct.
in that session, you gave me a lot of information. However, Um, like like the gentleman who told you about the Apple share. I slept on it,
Hmm.
and but I did remember what you told me. So I wonder if you could share a little bit of that with the audience, because many of us, before I had that session with you, I was
Hmm.
under the impression, like many of us are, that investing in gold requires a lot of money. It's something that only the wealthy can do. And you certainly educated me to the point where no, that is not so. the, the,
Okay.
the average commoner can invest in gold. So
Uh,
share with us how that's done, please.
okay. So once again, there are small denominations of gold that you can buy. You can buy. You don't have to buy a whole ounce of gold. You can buy grams of gold. You can buy a tenth of a gram, however much you can afford if you want actual physical gold. Now, myself, um, me personally, I would choose to take that money and invest in silver. And the reason why, on into the future and using computers and all these other different devices, silver is going to be something that can actually be used a lot more than gold, and so there's a higher upside. Um, so silver is much more affordable. So you can take $30 and buy you silver eagles. So like I said, you can take a couple $100 and get you a nice amount of silver eagle coins that are definitely going to appreciate over time if that's an asset that you want to acquire.
Mm,
Um, So, like I said, if I had my pick between the two, I would pick silver, but you definitely can buy gold in small denominations as well. You can take that silver that you've acquired and you can trade that for gold. And you can go to a local gold or silver dealer, or if you trust these guys on the phone and the internet, you can set up an account with them. There's a couple of companies that sell gold and silver outright. Monex is, they're not hard to find. But me personally, I found a gold dealer, a retailer out in Alexandria. I think it's called Alexandria Silver and Gold. They're right on Route One, and you can go right in there. They take you in the back office. You tell them what it is you want. They'll also look at what you have and let you know if they're willing to pay, if they're willing to buy it, or if you want to trade. So they're a reputable retailer. And like I said, at one time I was acquiring a bunch of silver eagles, and that's where I was getting them from. So, but they sell gold as well. So if you want to buy, you got a couple thousand, and you want to buy some buffalo, 50 some gold buffalo pieces, or 50 cent pieces. They definitely have them out there. The buffalo, I think they're buffalo dollars, but they're actually gold.
mhm.
So, um, and like I said, they're 1 troy ounce. So you're gonna spend about 2 grand for that, or whatever the going price of gold is for that particular time. I
Mm,
think that I've seen it hit an all time high of about $2,300 lately. So
mm. Okay. All right, Sarah. Man, in such a short time, you have given us some man, wealth of information. Man, some stuff that we've never heard, that I never heard of before.
right.
Especially when it comes to buying slices and shares. I never knew that was possible.
You can buy stock shares slices for as low as $5.
Uh,
So they made it real easy. So nobody has any excuses. And you can also get stock, I think, on Cash App now. So Cash App, PayPal. So if you want to invest, there's a way for you to invest.
Mhm. So, those of you who have, thank you so much, sir. Your message, what you have told today will be more precious than platinum. Since we're talking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate it.
So thank you so much, and you guys, those of you who are watching now, like you said, man, brother said you have no excuse.
Yeah,
So
no excuse.
so if you want to do something, if you want to do something besides your savings account, to leave something for your children and your grandchildren, your great great grandchildren. Hey, you have a way to do it. So
You get you got
there's
the
information.
internet.
Yep,
You got
it's
the
on the
internet, so you can do your own research. You don't have to take my word. Do your
yes,
own
sir.
research.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So people start doing things different. But now that you have the information, which of course we know information and knowledge is power. Okay, now it's on you.
That's it. Words of wisdom.
Thank you so much, Sterling. We greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by, and you're welcome to jump on welcome to jump on the Wisdom Body anytime, my man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Y'all take it easy now.
Thank you. Take care.
All right now.
Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, man, that was awesome. That was awesome. Got this brother thinking about some things now.
What you
Got
thinking
me
about?
thinking about some things. Well, hey, I'm going to sit down here and rework my budget, man, and probably save up a little something. Probably start investing by in about a couple of months,
Yeah.
and if that's short,
Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's what this is all about, for those that have not really been able to get that knowledge.
Mhm.
Here's a platform. They don't know where to go. They don't know where to start. No one is really talking about it where they can actually find it. So this is the platform where they can actually find the information.
This is the platform where I'm going to steal something from my pastor. This is the platform where we're going to teach you guys don't hate the player, learn the game.
I know that's right, Pastor. I know that's right. I know that's right. Well, I see that. Let me see if I can share this. I'm going to have to actually
after our anti-bully walk.
Mhm.
Talent showcase for all those who are disabled, where you can
Yes.
sing, dance, play an instrument, poetry, whatever your talent may be. Come
Mhm.
on out,
Come on
be a
out.
part of this event, show the people what you got.
Yes, it
And
will
of
be in
course,
Alexandria.
we will be there, and you all will get to meet DJ Double M in person.
Hey.
The DMV's blind DJ.
Yes, we're gonna have a wonderful time. We're gonna be walking over the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. And though for
Y'all
those
gonna
that
be walking. Not with these knees. You put me in a wheelchair, there'll be something different.
There will be a lot of those that will stay behind. Some will actually not go over the bridge, but from where we'll be going to the bridge, it's about a half a mile. And so the city of Alexandria will escort us over. And if you would like to walk, the half a mile, and then turn around and go back where the police can escort you back to the auditorium, you can do that while we proceed onto the bridge. Some have said that they may want to do that instead of just walking the bridge. They'll commit to the half a mile. So we're excited about that. That will be October 19th in Alexandria at the Nanny Lee Rec Center. So we are in planning mode right now with that to get confirmation for everything to be locked in and move forward. But we're excited about this. Will be our 7th annual. And the crazy part about it is our first one was with the city of Alexandria. We walked the Woodrow Wilson Bridge the first year. So we're going back to where we started this year, and it's going to be amazing. I love it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So you have anything else you want to shed light on today before we leave up on out of here, close the door?
Yes, I do, if I may.
Sure.
Well, if you guys remember the 2 guests we had last week when we focused on Black women who are disabled and entrepreneur, we both had Leva Robinson of Insight VIP and Lashina Tennessee of What's Up, Sub 10 Survivors. What was it?
Sub 10
Survivors Under Pressure. And I'm definitely gonna get her number from you to me, because I have some people I really think could benefit from the adaptive clothing that she provides. And later on in next season, I would like to have her on again for an entire hour, because we came with a boatload of questions that I didn't get to ask her.
Okay, all right.
But
unless you love that.
But I want to piggyback on something that Leva Robinson said, and I believe it was something to the effect that do not assume what the person can or cannot do based on the fact that they cannot see. Well, what I want to touch on about is something that I think all of us had to deal with, being that with those who have disability, those who are non-disabled, and that is the word stereotyping. And Tamika, can you look up a definition of that for me real quick?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to bring up this issue because this is something that I have dealt with for quite a few years as a blind individual, and even now I still deal with it. But I know this is something we've dealt with. Those of us who are African Americans, we had to deal with stereotypes. those of us, I'm sure a lot of women had to deal with stereotype. So this is just not something that affects us. It affects us. It affects those of us who are disabled. It affects those of us who are non-disabled. It also affects certain genders. It affects us. It affects us in regards to our ethnicity.
I think it even. I mean, it's just human nature for us to just do that, and it's even because we would stereotype animals. Even animals are stereotyped. You know.
Come on, expound on that shit. Right,
I mean, you see a black cat, what you thinking?
Evil.
You know. What else is a stereotype? If something else that you see a pit bull.
See a pit bull.
You know, they're like, oh no, he's dangerous. They're dangerous. Just there's so many different things that it's unfair that it could be that way when even animals are stereotyped. Some people love mice. But and they don't look at them as rodents, as in some people that if they see a mice, they like it's unclean, it's nasty, it's they're rodents. So, but some people don't look at mice as rodents; they look at them as friends. They look at them as pets. I mean, look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That was his friend. Ben was his friend. Ben was his friend, but other people go like, oh God, no. No, Ben. No.
But I wanted to touch on that, people, because this is something that is near and dear to me. It's something that I had to deal with for many years. And some of the issues that I have dealt with is that, as a person who's musically inclined, I've come up against I've heard a lot of the Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles references and comments. Well, I want to put it out there, people, that you may think you've given us a compliment, but really it's an insult. Because what you're saying to me is that when you come to me with some Stevie Wonder comment or Ray Charles references, what you're really saying to me is that you're not recognizing, for some reason, you're finding it difficult to recognize me for the individual that God made me to be. Okay? The key word is individual. All right? We should not be stereotyping anybody. All right? Because frankly, God doesn't create copies. He's not in the business of doing that. God doesn't create clones. Okay? We believe we should be believing in the Father and the Holy Father and the Holy Lord God, that when he creates something, it is a unique masterpiece. Because when he's finished, he breaks the mold and throw it away to ensure, that there will never be another one. So please, people, refrain for those kind of comments.
Ooh, that was a good word. That was a word. I'm full. That was a whole word. Did you want me to tell you? Or
yes, go ahead.
Read the.
Go ahead and read that definition.
So it says the definition of stereotype is to believe unfairly that all people or things with the particular characteristics are the same.
Read that again, please. I don't think they heard you.
To believe unfairly that all or things with the particular characteristics are the same. It's not fair to stereotype a whole group of people based on one person you don't like. That's what I don't know. That breaks it down.
And we're talking about the let's talk about that particular characteristic thing. And I'm not going to just talk about my particular disability. I'm also going to talk about other things that have affected that cause stereotype. But again, you know, um, oh, all blind people are not the same people.
Mm-hmm.
All of us, again, are not representations or clones or copies of Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles. They are not the epitome of the blind community. They're just individuals who are successful at what they have done. And furthermore, if you come to me with a Ray Charles reference, you're going to get your feelings hurt because I dare not want to be compared to somebody that has been dead for the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But this is to let you guys know, as I said, not all blind people are alike. Not all of us can sing and play the piano. I can't. Not all of us, just like not all Black men can play sports. All Black females cannot cook. Everybody can't. All Black women aren't going to be the next Janet Jackson or the next Beyonce. Every Black man, and even if a Black man does play sports, he's not necessarily going to be the next Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. He's going to be an individual that's going to display the talents and the gift that God gave to him or her.
So, why do you think that's like our main objective? That's like the first thing that we look for in a person when we meet someone or come to know their gift or talent, that we compare them or put them in this box of
And put a label on them.
of being stereotypic, and measuring them
In accordance to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I just think right now we're at that level where that is part of our nature.
Human nature.
Human nature. It is we're taught to do it by a lot of people who are around us. And unfortunately, too many times the media reinforces it.
Come on through. You better come on through. And the thing is that when it is taught to us, it's not double back with, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't do this. Don't put them in that box. All those different things that people can shed light on to let people understand that act is not a character that you want to adapt.
No.
It's not something that's on high up on the list in etiquette or
And
life skill.
Tamika, I'll go even further. Let's take it from another angle why it's not a great, or why it is the wrong thing to do. In a way, you're passing judgment on someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely not a theologian
Mm-hmm.
or any kind of biblical scholar,
Mm-hmm.
but we know this is what Jesus said.
Mm-hmm.
Don't judge lest you be judged.
That's it.
And this is what he preached on the Sermon of the Mount.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing this with stereotyping people. We're putting them in the box. We're categorizing and cataloging them. But guess what, people? You cannot be you. That's something you should not be doing if you call yourself a Christian. Okay, what is it that? What is one of the definitions of Christian? Not just somebody who believes in God and believes that He gave His only begotten Son to die on the cross and pay for our sin, but it's also the belief and the knowledge that you're supposed to behave and treat people in a Christ-like manner. Okay,
like it. Right.
Check it. Check it. The word Christian. Look at it. First 6 words, Christ.
Right.
Okay? So, so what is a Christ-like behavior? Simple. To love everyone. Okay? That's it. That's what Jesus did. He loved everyone.
In spite of.
Okay? And it didn't come with any prerequisite or conditions. The only conditions He had was to understand that I am the way and the light. You shall not enter through the Father's kingdom except through me.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's not, well, if you got this amount of money, or if you look this kind of way, or if you do this for me, that's not how He operates. That's not how it should be. But that's the typical day-to-day
situation we have to deal with.
These days, they're not. It has to be a benefit. It has to be a benefit to them, and a lot of people these days. I've really even heard like, listen, the times is hard. I ain't got time to play around. I ain't got time to be around nobody that don't have no money. I ain't got time to do nothing for free. I gotta get mine. I hear it all the time. Like people are really like, but that's what the word said in the last days in Revelation anyway, is that people were going to be about self. That people were going to be making up their own rules and, just blasphemy and just me. And that's what you see. That's what you see now. You see all of these things happening. And so I don't know about everybody else, but I know I'm getting my life together to get ready because it's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
It is coming.
It's coming. We don't know if it's going to happen our time. We don't know if it's going to happen in our children's time.
Yeah.
But trust me, people, get your life right. Accept the Lord as your Savior, your personal Savior.
Yes.
And get to know Him like our grandparents did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like our great grandparents.
It's a relationship. Because my thing is that you don't have to go to church. I just will tell my kids, listen, I'm not expecting for you to go to church every Sunday or every time the church opens, because you are the church first and foremost. So if you're not gonna go, at least have that relationship with Him, like you said, that get up moaning relationship where you waking up to Him and you having your moment with Him early in the morning before you do anything else. You're relying on Him.
Putting Him first.
Relying on Him for everything. Talking to Him during out the day. He hears everything. Yeah, He hears and all He wants to really do is get the acknowledgement that you know that that you are relying on Him and that you do love Him and want Him to be in your life. So that's what it's all about.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So people, this has certainly been a wisdom section, and this is what we do, and this is what we are here for.
Yes, absolutely. And we thank you one more time. It has been a great show, Mr. Sterling. We thank you so much for taking the time out to just talk with us about finances. If y'all don't get a minute, like I said, if this is something that you would like to be a part of, hit us up.
Hit us up.
Because we would love to have you on our show, talk with you about whatever it is that you may be going through. and how we can support you in any way. Our email is starsperformingartsinc@outlook.com. I keep saying .com at Outlook.
Look that. And just remember, people, what our acronym is. Want to tell them that, three?
Sure. Our acronym for STARS is Shining Through Adversity, Reaching Success.
Exactly. Exactly. And anybody, we feel that still in the, y'all know I'm old school, so I'm going to steal a line from one of my songs from Sly and the Family Stone, and that is, everybody is a star.
That's right. Everybody is a star. Everybody is important because why? Because the Father made you. So, and He don't make no trash. So you are a star. You just have to believe it and keep shining bright and being the light that He wants you to be.
Amen.
Amen.
Well,
All
people,
right.
another podcast show has come to an end.
Yes.
And we're going to say, we hope that this has blessed you in many ways, mentally and emotionally. I hope this has inspired you and encouraged you to do some great things, both, do some things, both big and small.
Yes, absolutely.
And we shall see you guys next week with another great show.
Before you close it, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, share the YouTube page.
Yes.
Also, you can find us on Instagram at Official Stars Inc. and also on Facebook at Stars Performing Arts. And you want to give them your tags?
Yeah, certainly. You can find me on Facebook, One Star DJ, by putting in double M66. That's capital DOUBLE, capital M66. You'll find my Facebook page there. And you will also find my email address there, but I'll give it to you anyway. It is book.onestarDJ@gmail.com. As I said, the weather's getting warm and people are getting back to partying. So I'm pretty much available for anything. Graduation celebration, birthday celebration, cookouts. Day parties, whatever the case may be. You want somebody that can spend that good old school music and to get you up on the floor without all the profanities and derogatory meanings. I'm your man.
Good old there. You need one of them good old school classic reunions or something like that.
Yes,
that's the line you need to get in. Yes, any old school reunions or any like you said, backyard parties. Those are the what they call the little firehouse parties, cabarets,
block parties. Yeah, hook the brother up. This is what I do, and this is what I do, and I love every minute of it.
Yes.
So you guys hook me up, and we'll talk. We'll talk business.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, you can go ahead and do the honors.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next week, the Wisdom Bar is closed.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Be
Take
blessed.
care.
God bless you. Take care.
Bye-bye.